Welcome back. Now joining us to continue this discussion is a public affairs analyst, Ilewo Kikiowo. Thanks for coming on the program.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to be here again, Victor.
Of course, it's a pleasure to always have you. So let's just begin. The suspension of two key officials in this administration. Many have seen it as as a bold step in the fight against corruption. But then others also have their own reservations. But let me just hear from you. What do you think about
Well,
it?
I think it's a bold step by President Muhammadu Buhari. For a very long time, people didn't seem to think he had the handle on his own administration, and they've even flagged the corruption fight of Mr. President as a one-sided affair. But this has really shown that Mr. President is really committed to the fight against corruption, and for him to suspend someone as close as the former secretary to the federal government, I think
it's not former. He's still in office. He's just suspended.
I don't see him coming back, with the weight of accusation against him. But I'm hoping that
we'll find that out in 14 days.
I mean, after the committee, submits its report to President Buhari.
Okay, so, but I mean, one-sided, yes. Some even say that. Some, like you say, you made mention of it being, or people saying it's one-sided. Yeah. Some are now saying that some people also have been indicted in this government, and nothing happened. They were saying that they actually expected some other names to have followed the list that was, or those who were suspended.
Yeah, but the truth is, as a president, one needs to be strategic if you're fighting a war as strong as corruption. And don't forget, there's this thing they always say, that corruption fights back. You can't fight everybody. You still need people to govern the country. And so I don't really see any, I wouldn't really blame President Buhari with the way he's gone about it. And if you're looking for saints come and govern Nigeria, it may actually be a tall order, But once evidence are presented against folks who are in his administration, I think the proper thing any administration would do is to set up a committee, to investigate whoever it is the accusation has been made against. And this one is quite unique. I know a lot of people have been complaining that why didn't they just refer two of them to the EFCC? But we need to understand, for that of the NIA is something that is very, very sensitive. I'm sure most of their operations are covert. Majority of Nigerians do not have a security clearance to hear some of those things. So let Vice President Oshibajo sit on the committee, and they would recommend the appropriate sanctions to President Muhammadu Buhari if they are found guilty.
So you think the committee is okay and not a prosecutorial agency like the EFCC?
Well, for that of the NIA, I think it's okay for the committee because of security issues that are concerned, and it's a known thing all over the world. If you see the accusations against him, if you see the reply on the accusations against him, he said the funds were meant for some covert operations, and they wanted to sever any tie with NIA. That's why they had to use private individuals, even though there might be some ethical issues there. But we all know that most of their operations are usually illegal. They are not things people should normally know. No, so there might be an ethical issue of him involving his wife in the operation, but it might not necessarily be illegal. And of course, I've seen that there were PDP presidential campaign materials, that were found in the house. If that is actually true, of course, I know that there was actually a PDP talk on social media too, saying things like the man is a thief, he stole campaign funds. I mean, you don't expect the CIA chief in the US to be handling campaign funds for those who are contesting an election. So if these things are actually true, I know Vice President Oshibajo will do the needful by recommending appropriate sanction, to President Muhammadu Buhari. So it can now be referred to the prosecuting agencies, like you talk about, like the EFCC and ICPC and the likes. But for now, I think it's still a very sensitive issue that the committee should undo. But for that of the SGF, if I had to be President Muhammadu Buhari, this is a personal opinion though, I would have referred him to the EFCC.
But like you said, social media, it's a social media user. We don't know if he's a thug or not. We just needed to clarify that.
So we're hoping that something will be done. Anybody that has any cloud of corruption hanging on his neck, we are hoping that the fight will still get to them. But we need to understand that this is just the beginning. You know, and at the
2
beginning,
years into the administration.
I mean, you don't expect to fire everybody now. So let's see in the next in his last year of his, let's see what happens.
Well, let's keep that hope alive and hope, yeah, that the needful is done. Yeah, exactly. Well, then again, public affairs analyst Ilewo Kikiru, thank you for joining us on the program today.
Thank you so much, Victor.
That's where we are. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back shortly with the most viewed videos on our YouTube channel in the past week. Stay with us. This week's top 5 videos begins with the claim made by Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike that the stashed cash in an Ikoyi apartment found by the EFCC belongs to the Rivers State government.
When was this money kept there? The money belongs to Rivers State government. They should return the money to us. Else, we'll take all legal steps to challenge the federal government.
Because some people have said that, you know, we risk raising or turning them against the state or raising another...
Up next is the governor of Kaduna State, Nasser El-Rufai, clearing the air on the controversy surrounding the leader of the Islamic movement of Nigeria, Sheikh Ibrahim El-Zakzaki.
And they should understand that before we took the action we took, we studied Boko Haram, we studied the Galtimari report, and we know the differences between Boko Haram, the evolution of Boko Haram, and this movement. I know this movement. I know El-Zakzaki. We were students in Ahmadu Bello University together. We were both active in the Muslim Student Society, so I know the animal I'm dealing with.
Please, honestly, we all feel it. Please. Honestly, we all feel it.
No.
Please. We all feel it.
I must see him today.
Please.
The demand by mothers of girls abducted in a school in Chibok, Borno State to see President Muhammadu Buhari comes in third place.
We all feel it. Please. We all feel it.
For how long do you want me to be here?
We all feel it.
We have been suffering for the same punishment, all of us.
No.
Please, President, don't cry. Don't cry.
You are feeling all right.
All of us will cry now.
Don't cry.
Please, don't cry.
In second place is factional chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Ali Modu Sharif, storming out of a meeting with former President Goodluck Jonathan.
You can call me to a meeting of a PDP and you said I cannot address the meeting gathering as national chairman of the party. That's never happened anywhere.
And in first place is the video of the high-voltage cable electrocuting football fans in a viewing center during a Europa League match between Manchester United and Anderlecht in Calabar, Cross River State. And that's the program this week. However, do remember the conversation doesn't end here. It continues via the social media addresses showing on your screen. Thank you for watching. I'm Victor Matthias.